Why don't you tell me a little bit about the band and then I'll ask you some questions. That's okay.
Yeah, sure. Um, we are a two-piece band with two playing members. So basically, it's me and Svante, the lead guitar player, um, who controls the band, or it's our idea, and then the other two is just hired musicians at the moment. And we've been at it for 4 years. We've released 2 albums. We've toured pretty much everywhere. Been to Los Angeles and Eastern Europe and Northern Finland. So we've been pretty much everywhere and played our music. Yeah. Anything else?
How did you meet? How'd you form the band and how did you meet who you're playing with?
Well, to tell you the truth, me and Svante, we have known each other since we were kids. We were basically put in the same learning facilities at a very young age, and we had like a master or like a boss who told us, I cannot play, I cannot write music, but I want you guys to take the torch from here and create something new, something unique. So I'm gonna teach you everything I can. And then he did, and then we started. So the band has been an idea for a very long time, but we released the first album 3 years ago, and we started working on what would later become this version of Chronus 4 years ago. So it's been an idea for a very long time, but it's first now that it's taken form and shape.
So, are you self-taught? Did you learn everything yourself, or did you have someone teach you?
Well, both. We've always been taught to think for ourselves, and no one helped us and no one showed us how to play the guitar, but there were always someone who told us, hey, maybe you should go this direction, maybe you should do these choices, or at least think about making those choices before making the other choices. So yeah, we're pretty much self-taught, but with some guidance from someone above.
Well, I think you sound really good for self-taught. I mean, I found the band through a Facebook ad and I
Oh,
liked you guys
thank
right
you.
away.
Thank you.
Who would you say are your top 5 influences musically?
Top five: ABBA, Metallica, Fleetwood Mac, um, Queens of the Stone Age, and also Mastodon. Yeah, those five mixed compos.
Well, those are 5 good bands, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, if you could tour anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Um, our aim is to make it big in America, and that's always been the goal. That's where we're focusing and trying to hit that audience over there. Um, but really, just be as big as you can anywhere would be a dream, because wherever you may be or play, if people come and know about your name, if you're in, like, I don't know, Israel or Japan or Australia or Los Angeles, New York, it would be really cool to be able to sell some tickets to venues wherever you are. But America, for sure, it's always been a dream. That's like the zenith.
So next year, if everything's calmed down with the pandemic and everything, are
Yeah,
you going to try to go on tour?
yeah, for sure. We have good connections. Our good friend and manager Dirk Verburen of the mighty Megadeth, he's he's a master of his craft. He's connecting all the dots. So we were supposed to go on tour with Wasp this fall, but that didn't happen because they canceled the tour. And so yeah, for sure. If everything goes back to normal, we will definitely be hitting the road 2021.
Hopefully, you can add a New York tour date
Yeah,
next year.
that would be a dream come true for sure. Never been to New York particularly, but would love to go and play some of the legendary venues.
Well, I don't live in New York City, but I live an hour from the capital, and we have some good venues here too.
Oh yeah,
I mean, last year we had Kiss, Leonard Skinner, and Alice Cooper all in the same
wow,
year at different venues. So,
wow. What venues are that? Or is that?
um, there's a venue called Saratoga Performing Arts Center,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
it seats 5,000 inside and 20,000 outside. Everybody outside watches it on a screen, but everybody
Okay.
inside is sitting down or standing up, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of people.
But they have smaller venues though. They have venues that seat 1,000 or under, and there's some that seat like 300.
Yeah.
So it's a variety, whichever one you want to go to.
Yeah. That's awesome for sure.
Um, so if you could tour with anybody, who would it be? I know you've already been involved with Megadeth and everything. Who would be
Yeah.
your second choice?
Uh, to tell you the truth, our first or my first choice will always be Metallica. Just to have James Hetfield on the side stage watching you playing some air guitar or whatever to your tracks. That has always been my top one, like biggest motivation. So definitely on top of the list, Metallica for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were here 2 years ago, so
Yeah, cool. That's really cool.
maybe they would come back around again or something.
Yeah. Let's hope.
Um, what would you say um the music that you don't like? Is there any genres you don't like or that you won't play or listen to?
Um, no, I am known for having the broadest musical taste in my of the people I know. People always tend to tell me that, hey, you can listen to everything, and that is a strength. But there is actually one thing. I'm sure you do not know what it is. It's from Sweden, where we're from. It's called dansband or dance band. It's for old people, and you don't want to listen to it. It's very stiff, and it's for for elder people who wants to dance. It's not good. That is the one genre I don't listen to.
So, do you like any other bands from Sweden, or is it
Yeah,
not
sure.
much of? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Soilwork, obviously. I used to love Ghost. Um, Not as much anymore. I still love their older stuff. Not a big fan of their latest album, but hopefully they can turn that around. Um, and In Flames, obviously Meshuggah. There's a lot of great bands coming from Sweden. At the Gates, The Haunted, and so on.
Yeah, I like In Flames. I don't really like Ghost. I'm not really familiar with the other two.
Okay, yeah, but it's heavier stuff.
Do you like Amon Amarth?
Yeah, they're a great live act. Um, Not my favorite thing to listen to, um, but absolutely a kick-ass live show. Never seen anything quite like it. Mighty.
I'd have to say the best live show I saw was Kiss. That would have to
Oh
be the
yeah,
best.
yeah, I can imagine. I've never seen them. Would love to.
But Alice Cooper's good too, though. He puts on a really good live show.
Yeah, the guitar player Nita Strauss. She's a she's an amazing guitar player, a big inspiration to me as well. So yeah, Alice Cooper still got it in his band as well. Very cool.
So, do you play any other instruments besides guitar?
Yeah, well, bass guitar, some piano. That's one of the main instruments when I compose songs. Also drums. Um, yeah, that would be it.
So, are you going to be releasing anything new by the end of this year? Are you going to have a surprise for 2021 that you're going to release, or what are you working on?
Well, we are actually working on an EP. We're digging out some older tunes that we wrote. So we're kind of rewriting them and I throw in some new tunes as well, and maybe a cover, a Kiss cover actually. Um, and we're probably gonna record it this fall. We're gonna have a surprise guest on the EP, a pretty famous drummer. He's gonna play the drums, but I cannot reveal who it will be.
Oh, okay. Um, Now, a lot of people have been doing live streams. Is that something that you might do? Like play a few songs live and have the audience interact and everything?
Yeah, we've been thinking about it. We're probably gonna do an acoustic set this fall, but we actually did through Metal Injection a three set or song set live stream. It was called Slay at Home Festival. Yeah, we aired it May, I think. It's on YouTube if you want to check it out. There's three songs in there, but
Oh,
an
okay, I didn't
acoustic
know
show as
that.
well. Yeah, yeah, it's on YouTube. Um, but an acoustic show
Well,
as well.
I only found your band. I found your band a week ago, so that's why I wouldn't have known.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
was really impressed. That's why I reached out to you right away.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. That's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for answering. Not everybody answers back. I had a couple answer, and then I never heard anything back from them, and I thought that was kind of rude.
Yeah, well, of course.
I
Sometimes,
understand the bigger acts don't want to have anything to do with somebody just starting out, but
yeah, but you got to start out somewhere, right? It's it's all good. It's mutual. It's good for you and it's good for us. So we're glad to do it, of course.
have you seen anything over there like a drive-in concert? There's some places that are doing where the band's on the stage and everybody watches from their car. Have you seen anything like that around there?
Um, no, actually not. But there's a limit. Weird enough, there's a limit of 49 people. Like that's the legal limit of how many people you can be in the same room at the same time. So people have been doing some 49 people shows, and live streaming those. There's a Swedish smaller band, very local, called Bob Hund. It's a Swedish word for it means Bob the dog. And they made a show with the Symphony Orchestra of Helsingborg. That was pretty cool. So yeah, people are getting creative. You have to be, until you can play concerts safely again with big crowds and stuff. That was pretty cool with the symphony orchestra.
Yeah, that's what they're doing here, but they're not right now it's just drive-in only. They're not having any outdoor where there's people social distance or anything, and it's
Oh yeah,
still you have to wear a mask everywhere.
yeah, of course,
Um,
for
but
everyone's
schools are
safety.
going to be opening in September, but they're going to do like half weeks where the kids go in half the week and then they learn at home half the other week.
Oh well, that's good. It's a start at least. moving
Have
some
schools open back
direction.
up there or no?
Yeah, they're open with safety measures, of course, but they're open. Yes.
So everything's pretty much open there?
Well, pretty much, except for bigger venues. Like I don't think, I'm not sure with cinemas and stuff and the theaters and stuff, but yeah, schools and restaurants. Of course, there's a very strict rule with how many people you can be at the same time, and also everybody has to eat at the table and so on. They cannot move openly in the bar and so on, but they have to sit down, within dedicated areas. But yeah, it feels a bit weird, but it's not as bad as in the States and the rest of the world.
Well, I hope you've been staying safe and I hope you haven't caught anything and, you know,
Yeah, likewise. Thank you. I think I'm good.
yeah, we had the flu back in March, but that was way before the shutdown and everything. So
Yeah,
we're
okay,
hoping
yeah.
that's just what it was. We don't know, but
No, but I hope you're all safe and sound right now.
yeah, everything's fine right now. Things have gotten a lot better.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, as long as it's moving in the right direction, we can probably see the silver lining of it all in a year or two. And hopefully,
Yeah, I hope so.
who knows? It's still an enigma. So just trying to keep the spirits up and stay positive and continue. Just keep on keeping on.
Well, I have one last question for you, but I want to talk to you again once you put out more music if that's okay, because I'll probably have more to ask you by then.
Absolutely.
And again, I thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you. And good luck with your channel. And it was good talking to you.
It's good talking to you. Want me to ask you the last question?
Yeah, sure. Hit me.
Um, what kind of legacy do you want to leave when um, you're done with the music and everything? What do you want people to get from everything you've been making?
I want our music to be timeless. I want people to be able to listen to it and in 100 years and think like, oh my God, when they hear it in the future, they're gonna feel nostalgic and wish they were a part of it when it came out because that's how you live on through eternity to put it out timeless music. Now if someone finds our vinyl or cd in 100 years and never heard of it, they can put it on and listen to it, and it can take you back in time to when we released it, and for a moment you can be there. That's what I want to achieve, to become immortal pretty much with our music.
No, I definitely think that will happen the way it's going because I think you guys started out great and you sound great, and I think it's just going to get better as you go on.
Yeah, thank you for believing in us. That is the biggest thing anyone can do. So I will tell the lads. Um, it will definitely make them happy. It sparks us. It gives us motivation. So thank you for reaching out, and thank you for this interview.
Well, thank you for letting me talk to you.
Of course.
I'll talk to you soon. I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Bye bye.
Bye.